Hello friends, in last lecture we studied about properties of parallel lines. Okay, now we will see today how to use these properties of parallel lines. Now in that first theorem we have to prove, that is the sum of the measure of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now this we know, the sum of all angles measure is equal to 180 degree. Now this we have to prove now. How it is possible? So theorem sum of triangle is 180 degree. Now for this we will draw the triangle A B C. Okay, now what given is what? Given will be triangle ABC is any triangle. Okay, now to prove this theorem, what you have to prove is the sum of measure of all angles, means angle A, angle B and angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degree. Now this we have to prove. Now to prove this we need to do the construction. What we have to do construction? Construction is we have to draw a line from the point A through the vertex A also, you can say. See, we will draw the line through vertex A, or you can say through point A, and we will give and on this line this Q, P and Q are the points, means they are in a PAQ, in a straight line. Okay, so now see, due to that, now see, this PQ line will be parallel to BC line. Now due to this the angles formed. Now which type of angles are formed? Now here see, these two are the parallel lines. So we will consider BA as a transversal. When BA will be the transversal, angle A will be the congruent, means angle A and angle B will be the corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. Same way, angle A is congruent to angle C. This also corresponding pair or alternate pairs of angle, and alternate pairs of angles are congruent. Okay. Now see, construction. Draw a line parallel to BC and passing through vertex A. Points P and Q such that P, A, Q. Okay, now proof we have to see. Proof what? PQ is parallel. Line PQ is parallel to line BC, and line AB is a transversal. Okay, now AB is a transversal. Now I have to rub the theorem so that we get place here. See, these things I am rubbing so that we can able to write properly. Now this Now see, Now if line AB is parallel to line BC and AB is the transversal, so angle PAB, is equal to angle CBA. This is alternate pair of alternate angles. Now this is alternate angles. Now this we will name it as 1. Now second we will consider line PQ is parallel to line BC and line AC is a transversal. Line PQ is parallel to line BC and line AC is a transversal. So angle QAC will be equal to angle BCA. Alternate pairs. Okay, alternate angles. Now alternate angles are congruent. Now this we will name it as 2. Now what we have to do it from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 what we will get? PAB and this again. Now this we have got from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 what we will get? See what? Angle CBA plus angle BCA is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC. Okay. Now in this what we have to do it? This we will give this name to this statement as third statement. Now in this we will do it? We'll add the angle. We'll add the angle BAC. Adding angle BAC. Now see what we have to prove. Sum of all angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now from this we have got these two. Now this one we have got. Now this is 180 that we have to prove. So now angle CBA plus angle BCA plus angle BAC is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC plus angle BAC. Okay, this we have got. We have added angle BAC on both the sides. Now what we are getting? See, if you will see this part of the this side, if you will see, then we are having this triangle angle PAB plus angle QAC. Now this angle, see, this PAB and QAC. Now which angle we can be? This will be angle PA. It will be angle PAC. Complete angle this, see. This angle. What? Sum of this all three angles. This angle is what? This and this. So what we have to do? Write here. Angle PAB plus angle QAC is equal to CNQAC. This is, therefore it is what? Angle PAC plus angle PAB plus angle PAC. PAB, this is PAB plus angle BAC. See this angle PAB and angle BAC. Okay. Here, see, angle PAB plus angle BAC is equal to what? This two angle is equal to angle PAC. You see, PAB and BAC. This is equal to angle PAC. Is complete. The sum of this angle plus this angle is equal to this. So what we will write it now? Angle P, this we have got this angle and this angle. This sum we have got angle PAC plus angle QAC. Now we have got PAC. This angle we have got this and this angle. Sum is equal to what? 180 degree. This equal to 180 degree. So now we have got C. Angle CBA plus angle BCA plus angle BAC. This we have got sum is equal to 180 degree. Now here see what PAB and BAC. This both angle sum is equal to what? PAC, and this it is equal to 180 degree. So like this we have derived here. Angle PAC plus QAC is equal to 180 degree. So we have got the sum of measure of all angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Hence it is proved. Now next we have to see the tests for parallel line. Now in test of parallel line, whether the given two lines are parallel or not can be decided by examining the angles formed by the transversal of the lines. Okay. So in that first one, the interior angles of a interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Okay. What in the test for parallel lines, what it is said, first point is the interior angle on the same side of a transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Okay. Now this we have to prove the theorem. Then second one is what? If one pair of alternate angle are congruent, then the lines are parallel. If alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Same way, the corresponding pairs of angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Now these three tests for parallel lines, we have to prove it by the theorem. So first theorem is of interior angle test. First theorem is of interior angle test. Interior angle test. The theorem is what? Theorem is if the interior angles formed by the transversal formed by the transversals, if the interior angles formed by the transversal of two distinct lines are supplementary. Then the two lines are parallel. Then the two lines are parallel. Okay, now for this, see, if the interior angles formed by the transversal of two distinct lines are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. Okay, now for that what we will do it, given the transversal is given, intersects the line AB and CD such that their sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree. Means suppose see, this line AB line and this CD line, will give this name as AB and this CD. This line this is a transversal. Transversal is X and Y. Now they intersect here at point P and Q. Okay, a transversal X and Y intersect line AB and CD at point P and Q. Okay, given line XY is a transversal intersect line AB and line CD at point P and Q. Okay, and then if it is P and Q, if it is intersect, then angle PBQ and angle APQ is equal to is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so what you write, angle BPQ plus angle PQD is equal to 180 degree. The interior angle sum is equal to 180 degree. Now what you have to prove is line AB is parallel to line CD. This we have to prove. Prove is line AB is parallel to line CD. Now for this we have to, it is said they are the supplementary. They are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. Now it is given this two interior angle sum is equal to 180 degree. So what we have to prove, that these two lines are parallel. So for that what we have to consider, we have to assume that AB line and CD lines are not parallel. Okay, so by direct method we have to prove that. Let us assume that line AB is not parallel to line CD. If line AB is not parallel to line CD and they intersect each other, they will intersect. Now suppose if these two lines they are not parallel, then the figure form will be what? This AB, this CD. And if we extend this line, they will meet here at point P. And this is XY is the transversal. X and Y, P and Q. Okay. Now then if it is not parallel set, then the figure formed will be in this way. Now in this, what we have to consider, they intersect each other, they intersect each other at point T. Now if they intersect at point T, then the figure will be in triangle PQT. Now see, as they have intersect here, they have intersect these two lines here at point T, then the figure form is what? Triangle. So this triangle, in triangle PQT, angle A, in triangle PQT, angle TPQ plus angle PQT plus angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. As it is a triangle, the sum of all angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now here it is given that this, it is angle P and angle Q. It is given, see, B, P, Q and P, Q, D. This is given in 180 degree. Means P and Q angle sum is equal to 180 degree. Yes, so this 180 plus angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. Means what? Therefore, angle PTQ will be equal to what? 0 degree. Okay, this will be equal to 0 degree. Then is it possible that this angle will be 0 degree? So the lines AB and CD are not distinct line. So from this, what you can say, if this is 0 comes, PTQ is 0 comes, some two angles here, then it is not possible that the three angle sum is equal to 180. Means our assumption is wrong that these lines are not parallel. So this assumption is wrong. So what we will write, line AB and line CD are not distinct lines. Okay. Distinct lines are not distinct lines. So this is a contradiction to assume that these lines are not parallel. Means the lines are parallel. Okay. So our assumption is false, that lines are not parallel. Therefore, line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay. Now the next we will see, that is the theorem alternate angle test. Next test we have to see is alternate angle test. Here we are seeing interior angle test. Now alternate angle test. Alternate angle test. In alternate angle test, if a pair of alternate angles formed by a transversal, now pair of alternate angles formed by the transversal and the two parallel lines, angles are formed by transversal of two lines, each congruent, then the two lines are parallel. Okay. See, if a pair of alternate angles formed by a transversal of two lines is congruent, then the two lines are parallel. Okay. So this line L, M, and this is a N. Now here the angles are A, C and B. Okay, now this theorem I have not written here. Angle test. Now in this directly we will write the given thing. Given, what is given? That the line N is a transversal. Line N is a transversal for lines L and M. For lines L and M. And it is given that angle A is equal to angle B. It is given. And what we have to prove? That proof is line L is parallel to line M. We have to prove this. Okay. So for proof, what we have? Angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Linear pair. Angles in a linear pair. Now angle A and angle C are linear pairs. Now what? It is given that angle A is equal to angle B. Angle A is equal to angle B. It is given. Means angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Okay, angle B plus angle C will be 180 degree. Now this, how we have got this? From these two statements, from 1 and 2 we have got this, that B and C sum is equal to 180 degree. So therefore line L is parallel to line N. Okay, therefore line L is parallel to line N. Now next we have to see of corresponding angles test. Now corresponding angle test also same. Corresponding angle test. Corresponding angle test. In corresponding angle test, you have to consider this angle as here A, B and this C. So here what we will consider, line L is a transversal for lines L and M. And here angle A is equal to angle B. What you have to prove? Line L is parallel to line M. Now in this we can take angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. For this also we can take the same conclusion. Means it is a linear pair. But it is given in this that angle A is equal to angle B. Means that is given. So from 1 and 2 what you can say? B and C is equal to 180 degree. Means from 1 and 2. Therefore line you can say that L and M is parallel. Okay, same alternate angles, corresponding angle test is same. Okay, now next we have to see corollary 1. Corollary 1, what does it test? If the line is perpendicular to the two lines in a plane, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Now this, what they have said, if a line is perpendicular to the two lines in a plane. Now suppose, now this transversal we have taken like this. So now what you will do is, this transversal will take perpendicular to the two lines. Okay, corollary test. Corollary 1. What does it test? This line L and M, they are parallel. Now if this line is, the transversal is perpendicular, okay, if it is perpendicular, then how it will be? See, if it is a perpendicular, if a line perpendicular to the two lines in a plane, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Now how it is parallel to each other? Now these lines, two lines we have considered. We give these lines name as AB and CD. This will give EF, and these points EF, and these points as L and M. Okay, so what it is telling, then if it is perpendicular, then these two lines are parallel. Okay, so our line EF is perpendicular to line AB. Line EF is perpendicular to line AB. Same way, line EF is perpendicular to line CD. Okay, EF is perpendicular to AB also, and EF is perpendicular to CD also. So what we have to prove, that line AB is parallel. Line AB is parallel to line CD. Now see, here you have got this. So what it said, angle ELB and angle LMD is 90 degree. Okay, angle ELB is equal to 90 degree and angle LMD is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so these are which it is given 90 degree, 90 degree. So what we can say, ELB is equal to angle LMD. You can say they are the corresponding angles, or from 1 and 2 they are equal. So this we have got 1 and this 2, it is given. So what it is said, angle ELB is equal to angle LMD from 1 and 2. Therefore line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, therefore line AB is parallel to line CD. Now next you have to see, if two lines in a plane are parallel to the third line in a plane, then which of these two lines are parallel to each other? Now we are having, here we have seen two lines. Now we will see for next corollary number 2. There are three lines. Okay, there are three lines. There are three lines, L, M and N line. These three lines are, if two lines in a plane are parallel to the third line, these two lines are parallel to the third line, and then the two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, then these two lines are parallel to each other. Now it is given that this is a transversal, P is a transversal, and line LMN are the lines. In that line, L is parallel to M, line L is parallel to M, and line M is parallel to N. So what we have to prove, line L is parallel to N and line L is parallel, M is parallel to N. What we have to prove is line L parallel to line N and line M parallel to line N. This we have to prove. So for that, what we have to consider, that these are the angles A, B and these three angles we have considered. So on transversal P, AB angle A and angle B. B is a transversal, so angle B, A and angle B are corresponding angles. Okay, so when line L and M and P is a transversal. A and B angles are equal as they are the corresponding angles. And line L, line M and line N, in that B and C also will be the corresponding angles. So we can say that angle B is equal to C. This is also corresponding angle. So we can say that angle, if angle A is equal to B and B is equal to C, means A is equal to C. Angle A is equal to angle C. So therefore, as these corresponding angles are equal, line L parallel to line M parallel to line N. Okay. Now this we have proved this test for parallel lines. Now practice set we will see it afterward. Okay.